Man, we're already bust out. I max late regged the 1K, which ended just before the top of the hour. Played one hand. Was dealt into the big blind. Got 9-7 suited. Had 10 blinds, I believe. Called a min raise from the cutoff. Came 9 high. Got it in. He had 10s. We lose. So we are firing. We have a 525 300K guarantee. There is also a 320 100K guarantee that is about midway through registration. I'll be pulling that up in about 30 minutes. And then finally, there's a $500 50K guarantee that doesn't even start for an hour, and registration goes for 2.5 hours. So we are a long way away from that. Probably won't reg that until 8 o'clock, assuming that, you know, we're still banging around in this 525 or 320. The 525 is massive today, man. Really want to win this one. We're still in late reg right now, and I believe we cracked the 100K mark the first. Let me give her a gander. Where are we at? Yeah, 110,000 to first right now. Insane. I think we just have a reshove here. He's opening off sub 15. Our hand's pretty good. No reason to just call. If he's trapping, he's trapping. Okay, that's good. All right, we can hold still. Okay, that's good for us. No king, no 8. No king, no 8. We did it. Why not open shove that hand, man? I don't understand this. This happened to me the other day. I believe it was on stream, where the small blind limped 6-4 suited. I shoved, and they called. Like, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Just shove, man. Like, I don't have to call. Sometimes I'll fold 6-5. Sometimes I'll fold 7-6. That's a good thing for you. What if I jammed 7-6? You look like an idiot. You know? I'm just saying. Don't be a creature. Don't be a creature. Speaking of creatures, my man Christian Soto, shout out. Over there banging around on the ACR streets. I saw him put out an Instagram story saying he's chip leader of some dusty bird. Hope he ships it. I see him posting them gym selfies. I see him posting the metrics that he's hitting. All jokes aside, I give the kid a lot of credit. He's actually been very diligent as of late, and this is the most disciplined I've ever seen him. So very proud of him for the hard work he's been putting in. Still not entirely confident it's the best strategy to be employing, but I don't really think that matters, to be honest. I think we're both of the mindset that regardless of who wins, if certain like attributes are brought to the forefront throughout this process, everyone's going to be pretty proud of what occurred. And, you know, honestly, like, he's already lost so much weight. He should be super proud of himself for what he's accomplished thus far. Shouldn't get complacent. You know, I'm not trying to encourage him to go eat some donuts and dust off this 25K. But he's come a really long way from a year and a half ago. I mean, he's a half a person compared to where he was. And that's not an easy thing to accomplish. So, you know, whether he wins the bet or not, he's definitely winning in life right now, which is a good thing. Also, just know that if you catch him with king-queen suited, you can see bet his face off because he's looking to fold, man. He's looking to fold. We got into a little debate today about how king-high plays on an ace-high board, and we had differing views. Let's say that. Let's just say we see it a little differently. Man, I wish WSOP Sundays were a little bit more like this. Or maybe what I should say is I wish there was a little bit more intermediate stuff. You know, they do a great job of catering to somebody like me who wants to play a bunch of $300 binds and bigger. But there's still a lot of room to... Uh-oh. Oh, no. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Why is that the case? So you guys might get a little bit of lag. I apologize if that's the case. I don't know why we're getting this error. I guess there's a chance I fucked with something in the settings. Let me give her a old look-see. I don't think I did, but I did record a training video for the subsite last night using OBS. So there is a chance that I fucked something up. What up, Caleb? Shout out to Poker Odyssey in the building. He's going to be modding from behind the scenes today. Getting a first-hand look at all the creatures that I see in the chat box. Real time. Why is this happening? No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything looks fine, man. Everything looks fine. YouTube's giving me an error saying it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. But I have no idea why that would be the case. I didn't change anything. I'm hardwired. We should be good to go. I'm gonna keep playing with this. Yep. What's a proper bit rate, Caleb? What's a proper bit rate for me to be set at?
Whatever your computer is, what's your computer bit rate?
No idea.
If it's 64, then it should be 64. If it's 32, it should be 32.
Where can I find that out?
On your about settings.
Say what? Okay. Let's try it. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. What up, chat? How's everybody doing? Just put out a little message seeing if you guys are experiencing any lag. This message is quite concerning to me, but it seems like everything's fine on the live side. So maybe I'll just ignore it. Fuck it. Let me know if something changes. Don't need... Should I frighten you? Well, guys, it sounds like Cox is fucking us. So, if there's any lag, blame them sons of bitches. Back to you once I'm done. once and done with me. I feel a certain sense of calm today. Really think I'm going to put a run together. I don't know why. I really don't. There's no reason to think I'm going to. What makes today so special? I just really want to, you know? It's $112,000 to first. Alright, whatever. Let's roll with it, kids. See what happens. If it gets too laggy, just, you know, feel free to complain in the chat box. I'll tell you I can't do anything about it, and then we'll decide if we're going to continue the stream or not. Because this is a meritocracy. Your voices should be heard. You know? That's the way I feel. Why did an ad just pop up mid-stream? Who do these people think they are? You climb the tower, but you never reach the top. I don't know when you'll ever turn around and stop. I don't know where this winding staircase leads. Across the valleys and the desert, on the mountains of the seas. Goodbye to faraway you. So for those of you guys who are a member of S4Y TV, I put out a new course. Well, not a course. Let's call it a new series. It's going to be a 3-parter. I'm reviewing my victory in the $500 50K guarantee. The one that came out today is late registration up until the final table. Just review the key hands, some of the dynamic spots that we go through. I kind of relate it back to both my tournament blueprint series as well as Matt Hunt's. What the hell? Why do I always forget the name of this series? I always want to call it Mastering Tournament Structures, but I don't think that's what it's called. In any event, we basically go through the zones as well as the phases and compare it to the speed at which that occurs in a small field online event. So I thought it came out pretty good. Really interested in hearing some feedback from you guys. If you're a part of our Slack channel, please hit me up on there or start a thread. I'll be happy to chime in. If you're not a part of our Slack channel, you can join in the link in our description below this video. Same holds true for S4Y TV. If you're not already a member, by all means, head to tv.s4y.io. Sign up. It's only $9.99 a month. Not sure how much longer we're going to keep at that price. I'm aiming for probably later this year, early 2021, depending on how this second wave hits everybody. I don't know, man. I saw numbers today coming out of Arizona and California, and it's staggering. The reopening process is certainly not going well. And that is kind of frightening because I don't think the country is going to be open to the idea of another isolation period by which we actually may see what our initial fears were come to fruition, where medical staff is just exhausted and people start dying from non-deadly diseases. That would be a tragedy and something to certainly be concerned with moving forward. Going to keep an eye on it, going to continue to keep distance as best I can. And it does appear like we are getting some lag. I don't know what to say, guys. If it's bad all day, I will shut it down, I guess. It says it's an excellent connection now, so hopefully that changes. That's the first time that's popped up all stream. Nope, just went to poor again. Brutal. Secret that everyone knows. My downloads are 300. Oh, that makes sense. Of course, as soon as I test it. Yeah, my upload is only 0.2. Oh man, alright, it looks like Cox is tethering us for some sort of reason, which is leading to very poor upload speeds, which is resulting in us dropping 60% of our frames. So there is a very good chance I may just have to bag this. We'll see though. It seems to have gotten better temporarily at least. But I'll keep an eye on it. And there goes bad again. Okay, so with... This is kind of tricky. So with 25 bigs, sorry, 35 bigs, apologies. 9s in a squeeze spot. Shoving doesn't feel right. Shoving's fine for sure. Shoving's fine, actually. Shoving is fine. This could be the bottom of a 3-bet range. I think I would just squeeze with 10s and just rip 9s. I think that's where I'm at here. I think that's where I'm at. Whoa, whoa, and I can't stop loving you. All right, we'll suffer through for this first hour and see if this ever gets any better. Andre's basically telling me, so we have 2 internet sources here at the office, and he's saying to me that both of them are consistently bad, meaning it's obviously not equipment. And that's pretty brutal. So right now my frame rate is just like in the pits. We're dropping 60%. Looks like we're only pushing about a quarter of our bit rates per second. But we'll try to power, see what happens. I wonder if it'll lag on the replay as well. Probably. I would imagine so. We'll take a vote at the next break whether or not the lag is tolerable or not. Gonna open here from the cut. That 9's hand felt kind of dirty. Feels bad to be all in for 35 just to win 5. But at the same token, it is re-entry, and my hand performs fine in an all-in pot. Pretty decent board for us. I think we're going to start with a slightly larger bet. We have pretty strong nut equity here. We want to target, a lot of potential floats. If I had 5-2 of clubs, I may consider betting a little smaller. Where is Chauncey? Where is that little son of a bitch? Loving you. Chauncey. How much water do I consume? Probably about a gallon, give or take. A little more, a little less, depending on the day, depending on how much I worked out. I'm gonna fire up the 320 as well. Lots of late reg left in this one. It's hard for an honest man, it's hard for a man like me to be proud. Reaching in the night, it seems that old familiar song. All right, that's gonna be the 320. I will say that, like, as beneficial as I think max late regging is, it tilts me to no end that the software punishes a max late registrant by putting them in the worst position of all the seats available. And I mean, I guess it's like reasonable. But man, is it annoying to always get dealt in under the gun 1 or big blind. It's like, bro, I'm already coming in with only 10 blinds. Why do you got to handicap me? This is gonna be an all-in if it folds to us. Hey, I think we're just gonna have to pass. I would consider ripping ace-jack. I think ace-jack probably performs well enough. Ace-queen certainly, and I would probably shove king-queen. I can already see how this day is going to play out. Internet's going to bust. I'm not going to be able to stream my session. By the time we make the call to shut it all down, everything. And then I'm going to start tweeting out later that I ran it up, ripped off the circuit main event for 120,000 plus a ring. And none of you are going to get to see it. Because I run like shit on stream, but God, do I win off. Like, hey guys, 120K richer. Sorry you didn't get to show it. Maybe next time. Who knows? I might just win them both. I might win the 320 too. Man, the disparity in these payouts are crazy. It is 2x between first and second place. Just heads up for 60K. No big deal. Who wants to gamble, you know? Let's dance, baby. Trying to write this song. Gone too long. Chose to open here. I think it's close. Could probably just be all in. Feels a little wide. We do only have 2 more bullets. This is a way ahead, way behind situation. Kind of results in us sizing up and or checking back. I think we're a little incentivized to size up there. Time you want paint it on the wall. Yo.
What are the options for the vote?
Say that again?
What are the options for the vote?
To bag it or not to bag it?
Like completely shut it down?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess like I could reset it, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
Gonna get on back again. Over here, we choose to limp the ace king. A little bit on the tricky side, but everybody's playing pretty aggressively here in this stage. I actually limped queen jack suited the hand before. It limped 4 ways in the big blind, the big blind DYA gong ripped. No such luck this time. I'm gonna bet small here, despite not having a ton of 10s. Oh my god. Would have flopped quads, or would have turned quads, I guess. Brutal. I should just shove myself, punt it off. Down with the Philistines and Jericho, I've been down with some sin. Oh, I didn't even see I want to win limp. Fuck. I would have checked if I had seen that. Puke. Oh my god, this is such a miserable bet fold, but I have no choice. I have no choice. So profound. When we get rewarded, at least we get a good hand, but man, that's such an oversight. I obviously would have checked, especially having the king of hearts in hand. Good luck, us. Lord Roberts gets it in with hopefully worse. I feel like she has 7s. Okay, we dominate. We'll take it. Diamond. Little diamond ball. Think. Ship it. With the ship. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Alright, it's fixed. Andre's phone call must have worked. so crazy. Everything is just good now. Sorry for shouting. I'm telling Caleb.
I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Maybe not. Yeah, it says it's good.
You're upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still running 30 spots.
My drop frames went from 60% to 1. Said the sinning was easy and the living was free, and at least the pigs, they were honest with me. Okay, it looks like Andre's phone call to Cox may have solved this for us. We're not real sure. It seems as though my upload speed is still pretty bad though. So maybe it's not resolved. But my OBS stats are looking a lot better. Can't say the same on YouTube. It's still picking up errors. All right, we'll see. We will see. You know who I blame, don't you? The deep state. Obviously. We're going to take a crack at this one. I don't love it, but we are going to try it. Sometimes he just wakes up with nothing. Not this time, though. I like to snap check sometimes in hopes that they think I'm checking to shove. Never works. They just have it. They always have it. Could have just given a walk there, but you know, we're still in re-entry. We're trying to accumulate as best we can. To us. What kind of operation is Cox running over there? Like, oh, I don't understand. Your upload speed's really fast and your download speed's trash. But you're paying for the highest internet that we have to offer. Oh, well. We're trying to feel our way through this one. Awkward stack size, we really couldn't raise there. Could have opened rip, but it feels like it's a losing play. I like this line. We've already established that we're willing to limp. They don't know it, but we've limped good hands as well. That's a nice victory. Chipping up nicely. That's how we like it, man. Slow and steady. Shout out to my man Den4IK. 85 at my table on the 320 100K guarantee, saying what's up and wishing us a good luck. I wish him well as well, just not in pots against me, per usual. With the tide. What do we got for re-entry in this 500? 7 minutes. All right, we got 7 minutes to find a spot. Let's go. We have 2/3 of a starting stack. So we're not exactly looking to get it in bad, but we don't mind taking a close spot. Double feels pretty nice. I should have gotten in with those 5s. If I would have realized re-entry was that close to the end, I would have just made a bad shove, flopped quads, and called it a fucking day. Hey yo. Man, that ace jack, so salty. So salty. What's it like to just like cold call a 3-bet and flop the nuts? It's no big deal. Of course, he flopped me from mostly dead to, from dead to mostly dead. Find just enough on the river. Do. For your light, and all the words, giant canvas. Even Jesus. They're picking up the pieces, girl. Can we go through one stream without conspiracy talk? Is that possible? Or is Eugene already here? Eugene? Eugene, you there? Are you there? What happened? Are we going to talk space landing? 9/11? What's going on? Was the shooting in Atlanta actually a co-op for Russian spies? That sounds about right. All right, we're going to rip it here because we're running out of time, and god damn it. Of course he has the kings. Of course he has kings. He set us up! I'm going to regret that in like 3 hands when I get Jack 10 suited on my last bullet. Nobody out there picking up the pieces, girl. All right. Re-entry's over for... Oh, wait. We do still... Do we? Now I'm so confused. What do we get? 3x re-entries. And we've re-entered twice. Okay. So we do still have 1 more bullet. That's good news. That's actually great news. We only have 2 minutes, so it's not really going to... It shouldn't matter. Let's put it that way. But it takes a little pressure off knowing if I get a good spot in the cutoff, I can just grip it and rip it. It also makes me kind of wish that I wouldn't have shoved the 8-9, but... You know, sometimes he's just trapping with ace 3. Not that we would have beat that hand either, but, you know. Don't forget the times we shared, girl. Here it is. Here it is. Your moment of zen. 1 minute remaining on reentry. We get the most marginal spot you can imagine. Good luck, us. Just shy of 20. I had to hurry up and shove because if these idiots keep tanking, I'm going to get fucked if I lose this pot. This is what's going to happen. I hate them all. I hate them all so bad. We have to win the pot. Re-entry's over. Woo! Woo! That was a sweat. That was a sweat. Oh, I hate when they do it to me like that. Why they got to do me dirty? All right. I am going to goddamn enjoy my break. Be back shortly.
I don't know where you want me at. You said what? Yeah. What? You came on here? Yeah. What do you play? A little bit of everything. Yeah. 20.
Gotta finish this sandwich.
Where can I plug up my headphones?
Not sure. You have to ask me. All you sickos who want to see me eat, not gonna do it. Caleb, is it safe to assume you're my nephew?
Oh. I am.
We're gonna hit him with it.
You said what?
I'm hitting him with the limp. I actually think we can check back here. Not a great card, but quite honest, I just don't want to bust this event in a dirty way. Or in an unnecessary way, I should say. Yeah, meanwhile, like, he knows I'm about to go stream. He's like, yeah, you're really good at it. Not me. I hate streaming. Like, I can't do what I want to do because people are watching. Like, listen, man. It's no fun to stream for me either. We got to get out there. We got to let them know. Okay, third pot's nice. We are going to call. This could be some King Jack, King 10 type hands. Non-diamond would be good. There's some desire to block here, but given SPR, I just don't really see the purpose. Hey, chop it up. Wackadoo. That was a Princess Bride reference, Joe. Good catch. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I thought I folded. What's going on here? All right, Stab says, what's the best thing that has happened to you during quarantine besides discovering streaming? A lot of bad things have actually happened. I hurt my back. I haven't lifted weights. Those are both problematic to me. Best thing that has happened... Trying to think if I finally got to something that I've been meaning to get to, but haven't had the time or resources for. I think a lot of that stuff was supposed to happen in theory, and I just never got around to it. I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe just having a little bit more free time, getting a little bit more sleep, having a little bit more time to relax. Quarantine hasn't exactly been like a dream for me by any stretch of the imagination, but I also at the same token I don't feel a rush to get back to real life in any way, shape, or form. I would much prefer that we do our damnedest to solve this Corona issue than I would rush it. Brad Hunt says, please define income and source that is mentioned in the 16th Amendment. What are you talking about? I need some context out of that. Isn't the 16th Amendment in reference to taxation? So I assume like it's referencing income tax of some sort. Are we? Wait, what happened?
It says whatever source derived, so I'm not sure what source is actually derived. They can dictate what source.
Yeah, I mean, I know that like purists have made the argument that only corporations are meant to be taxed, not individuals. But our tax laws kind of operate in the opposite. Hey, Chance. You look like you just woke up. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? Do 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 do. The lag is back. We're gonna have a pretty close spot here if it folds to us. I think if it folds to me, I'm gonna lean into shoving, but I would expect Sean to open the button if Lauren doesn't open the cut. Oh, he didn't get dealt in. My apologies. Okay, I think this is close enough to shove. And I don't recognize the big blind's name, which by nature makes me think that they are going to slightly overfold. Maybe we'll just win. Club! Club! Bink! Come on. How do we have all that equity? Sigh. Every time I step outside of like what is appropriately optimal, I just get max punished. Like, oh, 7-8 off, probably not a shove for 12. 7-8 suited probably is. And it's just like, they never fucking wake up with just king 5 offsuit and just say, ah, I gotta fold. Very unfortunate. All right, rip 320. I think this is probably, I mean, we only have a half a blind and we are getting laid at a pretty good price. I think we just call off here and hope that at least one of these two players fold. If you see my love, return it. We are gonna need help. It's not gonna do it. That's gonna be GG for us here. Wow. What a good spot. Oh, I can't even look to see what they had. Oh, yeah, I can. No, I can't. It won't show me because I technically busted. How dumb. Oh, man. Today's not the day. Maybe it's the day for the big one. Night starts to fall and the bird starts to circle. That's weird. Why did my timer never start? so strange. Oh man, under the gun opens, ace jack off, 17. I think we're gonna have to make a tight fold, even though he's probably opening rather wide. All right, the stream health is currently excellent. Fingers crossed that it stays that way. Hey, we get rewarded. 17 under the gun with ace queen. I think limping is actually our best strategy. I think really our only choices are limping and shoving. Raising is fine, but like we're not going to be raising wide. And it creates a weird SPR situation post-flop. It's a nice texture. Good when a plan comes together. We're going to bet rather small since we have the queen of clubs. Happy to get peeled by a 6 or a jack. Even backdoor hearts. That didn't last long. Stream quality is now poor. Chewy opens here off of 16. I expect that range to be pretty tight. We have a set fold. Probably bails us out a little bit. Very unlucky for Chewy. When you lie. All right, we're locked and loaded. This is the only thing we're playing. We are gonna have to find a way to win it, because I would like $120,000 basically. Is what it boils down to, and I'd like for you guys to watch. 127,000. Let me stand corrected there. I can't remember your face. Man, this is going to be a long one. 376 players remaining. Huh. I got to get used to these marathons with the bracelet events coming up. Like, it's not like you just late reg and you're down to 33 people. That's what I'm used to. That's the 1K might be over already. Let's see. There's 11 left in the 1K right now. I busted it an hour and 15 minutes ago. I mean, you know, these small fields, they go quick. They're not even in the money yet. That's the funny part. They're on the bubble. But yeah, with these bracelet events coming up, we're going to see a lot more of this where it's like, so this field got 1,000, actually got 1,110 runners. We're down to 370, so that's great. We're down to a third of the field, 150 pay, so we're only 220 out of the money. But with that said, we have quite a long jaunt to the finish line. $100, $200 went again last night. I was sitting on the sidelines watching. It looked like my man JS Carney, the man who gets the game built, broke all the regs, sent them home, tucked their tails. Everybody ran out of cash. Almond Bread says, were you sweating the Schwab tourney? Unreal. I don't know what that is. What's a Schwab? What is a Schwab? Did that river go check? No. Wow. That's a small pot considering Jason had jacks. Shocking. Shocking. Do, 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 do. When you lie, when... Alright, we have a fold there. Loose Skunts says, should I go out in Vegas tonight and drink 20 beers plus or nah? Already 5 deep. GL, my friend. Sounds like your decision's already been made. When you lie, you used to love. What qualities do all of your friends share, you know, besides swinging? I would say that they're all incredibly trustworthy, and I would say that they're all incredibly loyal. Tends to be 2 things that I prioritize. All right, I need the chat's opinion on something. If you were willing to, so if a friend asked you to have $30,000 dropped off to you, and you were to keep it safe for him until you saw him next, do you think it's your responsibility to count the cash and make sure that it's all there? That's the question that I'm posing right now. I'm struggling with it. It's a big dilemma for me. To the fence. They shot you. They shot you down. Man, one tabling is boring. One tabling cash is exciting to me for some reason. One tabling tournaments, brutal. Berkey, do you think that MLB fans will be against the Astros next season when they're allowed to go to games? COVID is helping the Astros quite a bit right now. I mean, I'm not like a super diehard MLB fan. I love baseball, but I think the MLB as a business is kind of shit. With that said, I don't think the Astros thing is that big of a deal. Like, it's just kind of whatever. You know what I mean? The game polices itself. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm making too little of a deal of it, but it just seems to me that they do what the Patriots are accused of every single year. Or they did what the Patriots are accused of every single year. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Put in better metrics to police this kind of stuff, fine. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when people are getting away with it, it is what it is. It's just like sign stealing. From the fans' perspective, I don't think they give a shit. I think people who are in the American League or whoever the Astros beat in the World Series that year might have been the Cardinals. Is that right? Those fans are probably going to be upset because it directly affects them. But everybody else, I'm a Pirates fan, man. I don't give a shit what the Astros are doing. I can care less what's happening in the World Series. I want my team to break 500. I also don't think there's going to be an MLB season this year. It seems like the Players Union is very far away from compromising with what the owners want. Joanne! No monkey, no monkey. Never do treat me right. I think we're probable to defend here. Ace high's a pretty good hand. We don't have very many big blinds. Flopping some equity is nice. It's way ahead, way behind type of equity. It's not really great. We do block 5-7 of spades, which is nice, but not really an ideal flop. It's pretty easy for him to c-bet this one, and it's difficult for us to call when he's going to have a lot of ace highs in his bets. Pretty good turn card for us. I think we get to check again. We could potentially check shove. Should he choose a bet. Yeah, this kind of isn't a thing, man. Like, he could be checking back an overpair on the flop at some frequency. But, it's so thin, though. I just feel like really confident that he has a lot of like Jack 10, Queen 10 type of holdings. The problem is he could just also have like 3 combos of ace 9 suited, some check back 8-9 suited. All right, I'm gonna let it go. I guess I'm just not sure how well protected that check back range is. But, you know, it could just include a 7 too. There's some 7-8. There's some ace 7s that we don't block. Seven, 8 would be a disaster. We'd be drawing dead. Ace 7, we at least have 4 outs. Friend of mine, I hear this. I hear that. Man, it's always disappointing to bust tournaments, especially early. Man, you guys are hard workers. I'm doing this guy a favor. Why do I gotta count the money? Counting to 300 doesn't take 0 time. Do we rip or do we open? I lean open. Hand's too strong. Ripping's totally fine. This is good vent. Let's go. Let's go. This is why we fold earlier. No, but I would rewatch Mean Girls. I'm with Chin. If I have to count the cash, then I should get a little slice off the top. That's fucking annoying. What if it was 50K? What if it was 100K? Where do you draw the line? When do I stop counting fucking $100 bills? You know what I mean? BKC says, bag it and sign the tape. That's what I did, man. It came to me in a bag. I tied the bag up. I left it in the bag. I probably should have sized a little bit better in this spot as to not give Swan Song a good price. Ace highs I would definitely check back. King highs. I mean, we do reduce his ability to check shove, although we don't have any diamonds. I'm gonna check back. Now I think we have to bet. Yeah. Well, this is kind of a nightmare. Also, kind of just like meh. We still win some of the time. He could just have hands like, I mean, 8-9 came through. That sucks. He could have a hand like Queen 8 with a diamond. He could have King High with a diamond where we are chopping. Or you could just have King 8 of diamonds. Good check back on the flop, for sure. Yeah, so for what it's worth, like, they're not asking me to count it because they're worried about me peeling off the top. It's more so to confirm that the person who gave me the money didn't stiff them. Bro, you gotta hold it, man. This is how high stakes works. We just constantly are swapping large sums of money for one another. We're in different cities, you know. There are casinos all over the world. I need to be able to have a credit line when I go to the East Coast. And that in turn allows me to offer a credit line when people come here. This is why chips are so much easier. I won't be your Don Quixote. So I think what's being misunderstood here is we're dealing with a middleman, right? So I'm collecting a debt for a friend from a middleman, and the question is, should I confirm? And the other layer to this is I didn't exactly volunteer. It was more so just I can do it if I have to. I'm gonna end up counting the money. It's just I'm annoyed. I won't be your Don Quixote. All right, let's get Swan Song back for drilling his flush against us. Bah. Saved us. Chin's shrewd, man. Chin's like, yo, I want my VIG. 1%, baby. $300. $300 I hold. Bank of Christian Soto. Do your best because we love. The more it hurts, the more you want it again. Come on down. I like how Chin tags me as if like I haven't already seen his comment and spoken about it, but he just doesn't want to wait the 5 minutes. He wants me to like respond to him in chat. I'm not giving him the satisfaction. You want real-time conversation, you come to the goddamn office, you sit next to my happy ass, and you hop on the ones and twos every now and again, you know? Maybe you get behind the camera. See a little bit of chat pro voice get in here for a second. Pound of flesh. You want. You want. Come on down. I have a bill counter, but it's a piece of shit. 300 is too many for it to count to. Works for like 5K. Maybe, sometimes. It always gets stuck at like 32. And then you have to reset it. It goes boop. Piece of trash. We are going to have a reshove if Yazi opens. We are going to be in a weird spot if Megla opens. Yeah, I think we just have a reshove here. Our hand could play as a flat, but I think that's a little bit conservative. I would consider calling out of the big blind. His larger size also makes me want to reshove, even though it's only 2.5x. Fold your hand, man. What's taking so long? Christ. Ace deuce, no good. Red tonight on a... These $100 bills smell like weed. I had to bag them up, man. It was too much. I don't like it. Nah. I wouldn't be talking about it if the money were on me. It is put away in a safety deposit box. Wreck tonight on a... I wonder what the transfer of coronavirus through money is. Certainly can't be zero. Look. All right, 19 bigs here. We're going to get shoved on a fair amount, but I still think we need to open. Hand just isn't strong enough to open jam. We could limp. I think limping is okay, but I think we face resistance from AA at a greater frequency than when we raise. I mean, he comes in for the shove anyway. You gotta tell her that you love her. Should be a real hand when it's a squeeze jam for 11. That's a real hand, baby. We're dominated by both. Dead, if you will. I think Jason probably should have just been 3-betting me to begin with. As played, he probably has a fold versus that rejam. That should just be a really strong range. Had he 3-bet me, then he would have been priced in. We wouldn't be talking about it. You'll never bring coffee. Get yours, Chin. Get your dime piece there, man. If I had to count 100K and be responsible for it, like, that's the part that people don't understand. It's like, shit happens. Like, what if he, you know, what if his Uber gets pulled over on the way to the Bellagio and they see this young fly Dominican in the back seat and they just drag him out by his curly locks, and next thing they know, the 100K is just impounded. He's responsible for that shit. That kind of stuff happens, man. She knows. Come on. She knows how much you need her. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. I will say what I should have done, and I haven't done it yet, is I should have at least leafed through the bricks to make sure that there weren't fucking random pieces of paper and $1 bills in there. That would be the real bitch of it. It's cheap insurance, Chin. Only 1%. You're letting them off easy. Anyway. Safety deposit boxes at the casino are usually free if you play high stakes or like $100 deposit. Otherwise, it's more about there just being a limited number of them. Sam Edelstein says, Burke, do you invest in actual horses? No. No. Why would I invest in horses? I don't know anything about them. Who am I? Know the judgment day. Oh, baby, this is the one. These are the tickets we've been waiting for. Blah. Muck. It's going to come through. Peel the old 7 of diamonds right on the turn. Ooh. Ooh, did I say turn? I meant river. We would have got there. Oh, we would have been against better diamond draw, though. All right. These are legitimately the tickets we've been waiting for. The old AK suited. Thousand saints and generals. Good luck, us. 3X. It's not really a hand that's going to fold often. Okay, we'll take it. Picking up 5 blinds there uncontested isn't too bad. Let it go. Luz Skunt says, real question for depends if they even exist here. What do I do as a logical thinker gambler in Vegas other than poker? Drink? I don't know, man. I mean, you're giving up a big edge to the house anytime that you're playing anything else. Like, if you can count, you can play blackjack and neutralize. What?
I was gonna ask if being counted was viable.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It vacillates between like plus 1.5% and minus 1%, something like that. Backrat's obviously low. You're flipping a lot, but you're still paying a house fee. Yeah, you can play the pass line and craps. You're not going to have very much fun. Drawing says no stream at Twitch. We never stream on Twitch. We don't really have a platform there. Let it go, let it go. This is pretty close. I think we just size up here and fold to AA's rejam if he pulls the trigger. Pretty nice pot to win. Off 15 here, I think we are going to either have to limp or fold. Raising's fine. I just think it's pretty risky. It's a good flop for us. No reason to start checking. Pots seem insignificant, but they're pretty nice to win. Obviously, we're not winning uncontested when we raise. That's the big reason why we want to limp. It's not that I think we're getting shoved on at a higher frequency. It's just more so that the big blind's still going to defend, and now the SPR is significantly lower. So when you have a hand that mostly flops like middle pairs, it's not really all that beneficial to play an inflated pot when we could just choose to play a smaller one through limping. Don't matter where I go. Too wide, too early position. What's up, Brom? How you doing, man? I've seen the glory of the coming of the night. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to handle some business real quick, and I'll pay a little more attention. It'll be on Betty Davis' lap. All right, what's going on in this chat? Wait a second, why are we not on break? Wow, that's so fucked up. I wasn't even paying attention. The hand took so long. There's only a minute and a half break left. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'll be right back. course. Back just in time. Oh. Oh, man. Chat's on fire. What's going on here? How many are left in the tournament? Infinite. Literally infinite. 243 left. 150 get paid, I believe. Is that right? Yep. Yep. We are a long way away from anything important happening. We're just floating around with very minimal money. Wow. Wow. A lot of action. He did. He robbed me blind, man. Just came in, snatched my keys. Any live poker action yet? Nope. Haven't really felt much desire to go play these COVID-ridden 5-handed games at the Venetian. Though they do seem like they were getting kind of big. I saw some 25-50 running, some 10-20-40, etc. Man, I just got nothing to say today. I'm just one-tabling, praying for a hand, devoid of thought, wondering if it's ever going to fold to me. It hasn't in so long. So long. Back to me, oh, you were right about me. All right, I'm gonna snap out of it. I can't just peacefully grind this one table forever. I need to start chatting. Hit me with your best thoughts. I'm open to talking about anything except for whatever is on Eugene's mind. I can't go down that rabbit hole. I don't know what's going on in the head of his, but I know it's a deep, dark place that I'll never crawl out of. I'm also very hungry, man. I am hungry. What does this mean? Berkey has played higher stakes than I'll probably ever play, but he can't say he's ever. Ever what? I'll get blocked, man. I can't even say it. All right. I don't know what that means. If I said what I've done to a woman, the mods would have to do their jobs, I guess. Ew. Gross. Yeah, gross. I honestly couldn't care what holes you're doing what to with what people. That is between you and another consenting, hopefully, adult. Hey, fold us one time. There's no small blind, less incentive to shove, but strong enough hand to do it anyway. I'll be rejamming on Bunzer if he opens. Otherwise, our hand's probably just too weak. I think this is Michael Wang, top player. Not going to be too wide in that spot. Can't really be ripping. Let's go. Good luck. All right, got one through. Feels nice. $127,000 for. I just keep looking at it. Can't help it, man. Looks nice. Oh man, it's so crazy. We have to finish 35th or better just to break even. These payouts are so flat at the bottom and so top heavy at the top. DJ says, you're going to play the main online, Berkey, if they don't do it this year. I don't think the main event is going to be ran online, but if they do it that way, then yeah, of course I will. Never going to miss the main event for the rest of my life. For sure. Are you playing all the online events in July on WSOP? If so, are you selling action? Yes, I'm definitely playing them all. I didn't really consider selling any action, but maybe I'll put something together for the stream team. Something small, maybe sell like 10% in like 1% increments, just to give you guys all a sweat. That sounds like such a fucking hassle though. Like, then I have to deal with 1099s, and I have to get everybody's information. I don't know. Saying it out loud doesn't sound like a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing them all. Do. Muck. Do I golf? No. I've gone 3 times in my life. I'm a fucking train wreck. I have teed up from the sand before. I I just can't explain how uneventful I am at that game. I don't like the idea of the goal just trying to be to best your previous ceiling of some sort. Like, I don't know. Most other sports, you're in direct competition with somebody. So it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. But in golf, if you're golfing against somebody, fine. But, like, you know, it's kind of fixed into your handicap. Everybody's going to shoot somewhere around what their aggregate score is. And it's pretty easy to measure that way. I think it's, like, very similar to chess in that regard. Where you're really just competing against yourself to put up a bigger score or a better score. And that just doesn't really fascinate me. Like, I don't know. I just don't find the challenge in doing better against the course or my previous best. You know, there are just so many variables like wind and time of day and heat and all these other things where it's just like, it's a stroke or two one way or the other. Who gives a shit? I'm sure I'm missing the forest for the trees here. What up, King Grime? Whoa. Brahm says, Berkey, do you drink caffeine? Making my own chai tea with whole anise and cardamom and no black pepper. It's tasty. I do drink caffeine. Very rarely in the form of coffee or tea, though that would be better than the way that I take it in. I enjoy a little pre-workout on the daily. Uh-oh. Potential free roll. Whack it up. Said, I love that Poker Go collaboration you're doing. He's referring to 2020 Hindsight. Very enjoyable series. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Yeah, we did 6 episodes. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully we do some more down the line. And there's still an hour and a half of late reg in this $500 buy-in. Oh, boy. It's crazy instead. I just wish all these events started at the same time so I could just, like, max late reg them all at the same time instead of them being 3 hours apart. What up, Joseph? How you doing? Fave food that is not rice or eggs. Steak. Easy. Steak. Who doesn't like a good T-bone or a good tomahawk? Good luck, us. Let's go, team. We have infinite players left, Joe. There are 200 remaining. 150 get paid. First place, $127,500. Okay, let's go. Let's hold. We definitely have the best hand. This is for sure sevens. This is sevens if I've ever seen it. Although that'd be a crazy reshove for 40. Might be nines. It feels like nines, actually. So we're going to be a 4-1 favorite here. I'm pretty confident. Long swan. Okay, let's go. That's right. 10 to end it. 10 to end it. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, baby. Had to fade that king ball, the ace, the queen. What? We did it. All right. I feel good. I feel good. All that patience paid off. We immediately get rewarded with a total tragedy of a hand. What do we want to do here? 22 blinds. I think we go a little larger. We're going to go 2.5x here. Yo, Lou's just getting started, man. He's only 20 beers deep. What the fuck? How does this guy just come back, wake up to a shove? Come on, man. Come on. Let's get one through. We're just getting max pains now with marginal holdings. All right, we're going to try something different this time. We are going to attempt to limp. I don't really want to raise now after we just got ripped on. That was really the big reason why I wanted to limp. I didn't want to make it 5K and have to call off here. I'm pretty sure we can just fold, getting less than 2 to 1. And we're going to. Many lives I live for love. It don't get easier. Will I stream any of the WSOP events? Yeah. Probably all of them. We clicked the wrong button on both of those hands. Not that the strategy was poor, just that, what the hell happened? Just that we could have limped the queen jack and raised the jack 9 and probably had different results. But who knew? Who knew? Yeah, if I just want to be outside and have fun, I'd rather go fishing. Fives are good there. Jason had Jack 10 off. Wow, that is loose. What did he do? Did he limp? If he limped, how did Megalomaniac not go all in with 5s? Yeah, he did limp. It looks like it folds to Megalomaniac in the big. He should just be all in there. No reason to worry about getting trapped. Also, Jason should just bet the flop and win. That's crazy. I'm really not a degen though. I don't gamble on anything outside of poker. Like literally nothing. Even like prop betting, I don't like feel great about. I think we're a little too deep to defend this hand. I would be calling a little bit more off 25K. And just like that, we're back to 13 blinds. Folds to us, we obviously have a shove here versus Jason. Save me love, won't you? Luckily, we got saved there. Big scoop for Michael Wang sevens. How many hits can a baseball team get in one inning without scoring a run? Three. I believe the answer is 4. I would believe the answer to be 4, but I'm not positive. That seems about right to me, though. I'll be impressed if you can come up with a way that it's 5. The hand with Garrett was only the sickest cooler on TV. I lost $1 million pot with top set versus a pair and a gut shot royal draw. I ended up winning $1 million in that game just that night. So that hand doesn't really haunt me that much. I have other hands where it was just really costly for potential opportunity. Jonathan DeHamel 2-outed me in the main event with 41 remaining. My 10-6 suited on 6-6 deuce versus his pocket 8s. He just turned an 8 for a chip lead pot. Left me with half a big blind. Pretty brutal. He obviously went on to win for piles. So that was probably worth a lot of money. A lot of EV to me. I've had some other pretty big hands that have swung me one direction or the other. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's a lot from the big game. They're just like, there was a night where JRB beat my kings with aces like 3 hours into a session, but the game was playing big and I hit my stop loss. So it was like for 300K. And my stop loss was like 300 or 400, something like that. So I had to get up and leave. And the chairman, this mythical creature from China who is probably one of the richest men in the world, wanders into the room, takes my vacant seat, ends up playing for 3.5 days straight, where they up the buy-in to $1 million minimum, and they're playing like 2K, 4K. And I think he ultimately lost like 10 million or something like that over those days, where JRB was the biggest benefactor. So it's like, you know, just butterfly effect hands like that, where in the grand scheme of things, that one hand didn't matter all that much. But to that session and I mean, they played for 3.5 days, no break. Like, they would just rotate one by one, leaving the table to take a nap. So like, yeah, hands like that were pretty influential, I think, for the plus or for the better or for the worse, I guess. Trying to think of some that like positively impact me. I wasn't involved in the hand, but like Dan Smith getting cooled off on the bubble of the Super High Roller Bowl set over set, that had a pretty big positive impact on me. I was 8 of 8 at the time, and very likely to be the bubble boy. And he got cooled off, assuring that I not only cashed, but I was able to ladder up to 5th place for 1.1 million. Pretty big event for me, especially at the time. Miguel says, Berkey, how much GTO strategy do you use in your games as opposed to exploitative play? Well, they kind of go hand in hand. So, understanding game theory and the principles that drive it will allow you to make exploitative decisions in real time when you recognize an opponent who is disobeying their incentives, or disobeying the theoretical incentives, I should say. GTO versus exploitative isn't really a thing. One, because we're not bots, so none of us are operating optimally ever. And then two, because even if we were able to get really close to optimal, due to the mistake propensity that our opponents are, I guess, offering to us, we're still incentivized to deviate, right? So even if we were able to play optimally, if we're able to recognize bigger mistakes that are being made, we're just incentivized to ditch or abandon the optimal strategy and play a lot more exploitatively in order to maximize our bottom line. So the answer is both. I do both. I just study very much from a theoretical standpoint, and then I practice applying with exploitative decision making. Memory. There are no guarantees for the bracelet events. What do you expect the prize pools to be for the ones that are in the 400 to 600 range? I would say somewhere between 600 and $1 million. So we're playing a $500 buy-in today. The prize pool is 488,000, I think. So almost 500K. Oh, it's actually 550K. Sorry. So yeah, if you add a bracelet to it, I think it goes up by 20% pretty easily. Easily get something in the neighborhood of 650, 700. Could even get a lot bigger. Warren Buffett says, do you do last longers or cross-booking tournaments? No, not really. I don't really remember a time where I've done either. Jack says, do you call more with a shorter stack just because you can open shove more flops? Well, really what it is that you won't be denied your equity nearly as frequently. I think this is maybe close. We're obviously going to call, though. We're all in. So we're just going to be check shoving here over a C-bet. Hope that he doesn't have a better pair than a 6. Good luck, us. It's unfortunate. 6 king. 6 king. Okay. Given that the lagging is still persisting and we're still an hour away from the $500 event starting, I'm just going to wrap Sunday. Put it in the bag. Very uneventful day. We lost about 2,000 in buy-ins. I still see the stream is lagging, as is our viewership. Rightfully so. I wouldn't want to watch me fucking staring into the mic, dragging ass either. All right. I'm going to put a bag in it, or put a bow on it, rather. I will be back Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday for sure. And then from that point on, it's going to be up in the air until the bracelet events start. So I'm basically just going to kind of chill out a little bit with streams, gearing up for the bracelets. I also want to give myself a chance to disappear for a little while into the... so I am planning on going to Big Bear, I think, is where we're landing on for a week. So, yeah, going to finish up homeschool in the next couple weeks. I will definitely be streaming on Tuesdays and Sundays for sure. Maybe adding in Thursdays and Saturdays, depending on what the schedule looks like. Right now, to my knowledge, WSOP doesn't have anything planned. But anyway, thank you guys all for powering through the lag and for powering through a very uneventful Sunday. I will see you again early next week.